Hello and welcome to Spring 2019 College Algebra. I want to use this video to go over the website and webpage and basically talk about how this course is structured. So when you log in, you'll notice that the course is broken down into 8 modules. Each of these modules is going to be a week, and that makes up our 8 weeks. So you'll have 3 modules, then the 4th one is a review and a midterm, 3 more modules and a review and the final. So a few things I'm going to say throughout this is that you want to sign up for your midterm and final as soon as possible. And if you are an in-state student, you are expected to take it at Ivy Tech Community College. You can take it at any college you want, any site you want. If you cannot make it to a site, or if you're out of state, we do have a ProctorU online testing available as well, which we'll talk about. All right, so when you log in, you'll see announcements, and we'll have kind of a weekly announcement letting you know what's due and what else coming up. If you go to the next tab down, you'll see the syllabus. Syllabus has all the weights for the course, how things are weighted out. It has office hours and my email information. It has supervisor information, information about the help desk, the Ivy Tech Online Learning Support, BOTS. You'll want to know this email because if you have issues getting your software to work, they're the people you want to talk to. I have some basic troubleshooting steps I can tell you, but they're going to be the ones who know this online technology much better than I will. So make sure you contact them. All right, there's disability support if you need extended time and that kind of thing. And then we get down to the required material. So purchasing the actual textbook is optional. You don't need a physical book. What you need is a MyMathLab access code. And we'll talk about how you can get that. You don't really even need to go through this. If you just go, we'll show you that in a second. And you're going to need a calculator, scientific or graphing. Can't use the phone, none of that, just a scientific or graphing calculator. Then we have all the descriptions of the course, different things. All deadlines are Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure that you know what time it is, know where you live, know what the time zone changes are. If you're in the Western time zone, then you have to get stuff done by 8:59. Okay, so just make sure that you know what your time zone is. Also, not having access to the software or a computer is not a legitimate excuse for turning in homework late. So if you have a computer and your internet messes up, or you don't, we can't give you extensions for that kind of thing. So start your homework early and expect there to be issues so that if they occur, you have time for that. Okay, but make sure you have all your technology working. All right, let's see. Other than that, we got the proctored exam. You do have to take 2 exams, midterm and final. They're both going to be proctored, whether it's on campus or with ProctorU. Here's some information about ProctorU. But like I said, I totally recommend taking it at the testing center, because if you have any technical difficulties, we have people on staff here that can help you. If it's issues with ProctorU, no one can help you. So really the ProctorU is nice, it's convenient, but it's really a last resort, because if they have issues, I'm not going to be able to help you. They're not probably going to be able to help you. But on campus, we have people who are hired to help you, which will be recommended. All right, so we kind of keep going down here. Another layout, this is what the grading scale is. You can see what's weighted. Most of your grades coming from the exams. Basic grading scale. And at the end of the syllabus, you see all the due dates. So it's pretty simple. If it's Mod 1, that's the first Sunday. Mod 2 is all the second Sunday. Mod 3, third Sunday, and so forth. All these dates are Sundays, and these are all the mods. So just every week, if it's Mod 1, that's the first week, Mod 2, the second week, and so forth. All right, and so that's the syllabus. All that stuff is on here. If you want to click on the Modules tab, that'll take you to kind of the same thing, all the modules outlined. So basically, let's go back to the home screen. You don't really have to go to the Modules tab because they're all right here on the home screen as well. So let's say I'm in Module 3. I'll click on Module 3. It starts off by telling you all the course objectives, all that good stuff. We'll go to next. Then we have all the reading assignments. So essentially you would have a bunch of PowerPoints you can go through. This would be if you didn't want to buy the book and just use the ebook, which I'd recommend doing it. No need to spend extra money. These PowerPoints kind of go through what we would call the text of the class. And then if there's a certain concept you want more information on, we have all these video lectures. So anything that you want to have additional resources on, you can watch these. And then there's also some additional resources down here. So this is kind of the text version. Then you'll start getting to the actual homework and quizzes. So you'll have a homework A, you'll click here, and that'll take you to the My Math Lab once you have that set up. So I'm just going to show you how that works. I click on that, and here's my Module A homework. Okay, so a bunch of questions, some of them are kind of short, so that's why there's so many. You'll go through, you'll complete those. You get as many attempts as you want. Unlimited attempts per question, so you should be able to get 100% eventually. Alright, so if we go back here, then there's a quiz. You get 2 attempts, 75 minutes, and then the second half of Module 3 is Section B. So if this was a 16-week course, this would be 1 week, that would be a second week. But since this is an 8-week course, all of Module 3 is in 1 week. Alright, so that's kind of how each module works. Let's talk about the My Math Lab. Now, this part is very important. Don't go into Pearson and try to buy all this. All you need to do is click on this tab. So click on My Lab and Mastering. And mine's already open. I've already done it. But you'll have an option here to buy the book or use a free trial. Now, I'm going to warn you, if you use the free trial, if you don't buy the book before the trial runs out, really bad things will happen. I've had people do this, and it gets really weird. It locks you out. You have to call Pearson support. It's a really big pain. You really don't want to do it. So if you absolutely have to use the free trial, make sure you buy the book before it expires. Otherwise, you'll ask me what went wrong, and I'll tell you that I can't help you, and you have to call customer support. And I feel kind of bad because it's no fun talking to them. But you just want to buy the book before the trial expires. All right, so you'll go in here, you'll buy the software. Once you have all that done, then when you come back here, when you come back to clicking on this tab, then you'll be able to go to the all lab assignments, and you'll be able to kind of access all your stuff from here. All right, so you can see Module 1, quizzes, homework, Module B, homework 2, and all that. So all those assignments are accessible through My Math Lab. All right, so that's kind of the big one. You'll spend most of your time going here and doing homework. We do have some discussions. Those will come up. Those will be mentioned in the weekly announcements. But you can also tell when they're due based on the module. Okay, so this first week you have 2 of them: introduction and syllabus and testing. Week 2 you got 1. Week 3 you got 1. Then there's not one until week 5. Then week 7. Okay, these are all going to be worth 5 points. If you click on it, notice how sometimes it'll say reply to 2 classmates. If you don't reply, you're not going to get the full credit for it, so make sure you do that. All right, and so that's really the main thing here. One last thing I want to point out, because this will help you on discussion 2, or the first discussion, syllabus and testing. They're going to ask you what the possible midterm exam dates are and what the possible final exam dates are. And let's go to the calendar, which I might not have these on here right now, but they'll be on there by the time you're watching this video. So if we go to your class, college algebra, your midterm is due on the 14th. What that means is you have the entire week before to take it. So you have anywhere from the 8th all the way to the 14th to get that midterm done. Okay, so you don't have to do it on Sunday. You actually can't do it on Sunday at Ivy Tech. But any day that week of the midterm, you're good. Same thing with the final. The final is due on the 12th, and actually I think it's due on the 11th because the semester ends on a Saturday. But you have all 5 of these days and that Saturday. You can do it any day during that week. All right, so it's not like you have to do it on the day that it's on here. You have the whole week to get that final done. Okay, and I'll post that on here. I'll say like final exam week, and so you'll be able to see here that that's what you need to get done for that. All right, and so that I think pretty much covers most of it. Let's go back real quick and take a look and see if there's anything we missed. Okay, we talked about announcements. You'll get one of those a week, more if necessary. Syllabus has all the information on it. These are your 8 modules, so you don't really have to go to this tab. Grades will be, updated, and discussion sometimes. All right, so hopefully that's a good overview. You understand kind of how this is working. If you have any additional questions, the best way to contact me, you go to the syllabus, email. Okay, do my email. This phone number will go to my office, which I only answer if I'm in my office. So it's better to email me, then I can respond to you much more quickly. So anyway, welcome to College Algebra, and good luck with the semester.